Hello, 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 and welcome back to some more Rune Factory 2, watering can only. Um, I think I need
Rar.
to go... Yo, there you are.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
More Rune Factory 2, watering can only. That's what's up.
Oh.
As you can see, I have no health or rune points remaining, because I kind of used them all up. Trying to get my, woodcutting skill higher.
Hmm.
So, anything new and exciting happening to you?
Not really.
That's how it usually is, isn't it? Yeah, I probably won't have anything exciting to talk about until, like, Tuesday. I mean, that's still something, but it's, days away. Oh, speaking of something, uh, I need to start out looking into recording a new game series.
Oh?
Saturday's coming up, and I don't have any, new games. Actually, scratch that. I have lots of single episodes of games that I could upload for Saturday. I just don't have anything as a series ready to start on Saturday.
Mm.
And considering that Thursdays and Fridays are still totally open slots, I'd like to have something to upload for those days. Yeah, you weren't here 2 days ago when I theorized having Sunday through Thursday be different genres of games all in all. Which I still think is a funny idea, just impractical. Monday Metroidvanias, Sundays with Azura. You know, that sort of thing.
Sure.
Allie? Wait, I'm sitting at my computer. I can multitask this. Abby?
You're a Tulti Masker?
No, I don't want to play Cultist Simulator again. Didn't
I
really
said,
take to that game.
what? Really? I actually find that surprising.
I had no idea what I was doing the entire time.
Claire, like, the gameplay is identical to Stacklands, basically.
No, it's not.
It kinda is. It's very,
No,
very similar. Maybe
the
not identical, but...
the method of playing the game is similar, but not the same. But the gameplay, like, just because both games require you to move cards around a board and put certain cards with other cards to do actions, doesn't make them the same.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. It's not exactly the same, but it's still very similar.
I mean, that's like saying you will love Terraria because it's basically Minecraft.
What, does it have an extensive mod community?
I'm sure it does. Someone made a mod to turn dirt into soda.
And
That's...
also, the aesthetics and interactions are not even slightly similar between, Minecraft and Terraria, so that doesn't really work.
I mean, it's same basic game. Or saying, I don't know, saying that since you enjoy Palworld, that you would like Valheim and what was the other one that got enshrouded? because they're all open world survival crafts. Like,
I mean, let's be honest here. The appeal of Palworld is supposed to be, you will like it because you like Pokemon. That is the connection.
it's saying that, like, oh, you like Palworld, so you'll like Pokemon. Despite the two actually playing very differently. Or like telling someone, oh, you like Pokemon games, so you love Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I mean, that is a Pokemon game, so why would that not be correct?
Because Pokemon Legends Arceus is different enough from other Pokemon games to be different, but not so different as to be its own thing. Alley? Wee. You like Rune Factory, so you'll love Harvest Moon.
Well, I don't like either, so I guess we're fine.
What? You don't like Rune Factory?
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of, like, farming simulators.
Don't you run idle games?
There's a difference between an idle game and a farming simulator.
You ever play that one, like, Minecraft idle game? That thing was kind of neat. Gets too big for itself after about an hour, but it was neat. More of a clicker game, really, which... You know, I should... Speaking of idle games, I should look back on Inclusion. That game was nice. Whee! Ah! It's like telling someone, oh, you like Rune Factory? You'll love Tides of Destiny. That's a Rune Factory game.
I mean, you're saying that as if I should recognize what that is.
I mean, you should consider yourself lucky that you don't know what that is. It's not a good game. On the one hand, I'm tempted to, like, let's play it and show you what it's like, just so you know how bad it is. On the other hand, I don't want to put myself through that. I wonder if the next game I play should be on one of my Steam games I have way too many of. Or one of my Switch games I have way too many of. I tried playing that new Princess Peach game. Not really to my taste.
Wait, there's a new Princess Peach game?
Yeah, Princess Peach Showtime came out within the past month, at least. All of the reviews about it are saying that the game sucks because there's no Mario. It's not a Super Mario Bros. Peach game, it is a Princess Peach game. And the reviews hate it because Mario isn't in the game.
Have they never heard of Super Princess Peach?
I mean, apparently not. Like, I only played the demo of it, but it seemed too linear. And I know that's a bad take to get from, you know, a demo, which has to be linear. It just felt excessively linear.
I mean, you said it yourself. That a demo basically has to be.
Not actually true. Crystal Project has a demo and it's not excessively linear. It's like the first, like, 3 hours of play. I think it's, until you get to the city for the first time, I think is what the demo contains. And people that only played the demo were all like, oh my gosh, this game is so open.
So, what, you can effectively play through the entire game if you can just avoid going to the city?
I don't know for sure. I think that, like, skips and stuff are taken out so you can't just go to other places. I think, I don't know. I haven't played the Crystal Project demo because I didn't know there was a demo. I just bought the full game and never regretted it.
Well then.
In the interest of making demos for games, one bold move is to have a whole game be available for free, and then have its sequel cost money. So the first game is effectively the demo. For example, Your Quest and Your Quest 2.
I do want to point out kind of the irony of complaining about the demo of a Mario series game being linear.
To be fair, even in, like, typical Mario games, you can still get, you know, hidden exits and stuff. Super Princess Peach really hit the, it's time for a tutorial level of gameplay.
You mean in the demo?
Okay, I played
There.
the demo for about half an hour, and I think that there were like 8 tutorials. Because they keep introducing new concepts, throwing them away, then introducing something else.
So what you're saying is that in the demo, they decided to show off several abilities that you get over the course of the full game. So
No,
that
no,
you
no,
have...
no, 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 no. They showed off 2 abilities. One of them, like, you get a sword and you can attack. But, like, you start off the game and you get a ribbon, and it's like, okay, this is how to use the ribbon to attack. And to, like, activate things. Activate toads, activate switches, whatever. It's like, okay, sure. Well, now you have a sword, so you can't use the ribbon anymore. This is how you use the sword to attack. It's exactly the same as the ribbon. You can do the same things as the ribbon could, but now it's a sword. It's like, weird, but sure, fine, whatever. Okay, well now you don't have the sword anymore, you're back to having the ribbon. Don't have to give her your tutorial. It's like, okay, fine. Okay, but now you have a chef hat. Okay. And now here's what you can do with it. Nothing. It's like, you're not allowed to use the ribbon anymore because you have the chef hat.
This is Super Princess Peach?
No, it's Princess Peach, like, Showtime or whatever, the new game.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the tutorial, the demo for Super Princess Peach, which is what you said you played.
No, I played... I don't know what the name was. I thought you were talking about some old Peach-centered game. I played the new one that just came out.
Yeah, I'm talking about Super Princess Peach, the old one, on the DS.
Never played that one.
Well, they're all... okay.
I was talking about the new one that I just recently played the demo for and couldn't really get into because it was so, like, linear and hand-holdy, which is very weird to mention for a demo because, of course, demos are supposed to be. And trying to explain my perspective on how I can explain such things. To be in their such ways.
Okay. Alright, well, now that I understand you're talking about a completely different game than I thought you were talking about. Uh, again, it. I mean, it's a Mario series spin-off featuring the playable, with the playable character being the one who, literally the only game in which they are the main character. She literally fought using her emotions.
That's fun. No, this one you get a character early on to act as a ribbon that you attack with. Until you get a sword, then you don't attack with the ribbon. But then you lose the sword, because, like, you finish that play, and then you go to the next play. Self-contained 2D hallways of movement.
Okay, when you say the next play, what do you mean by that? Is it like a performance, or what?
The game takes place in, like, a theater where plays happen. Like, you know, go on stage and stuff. But the bad guys...
Like Your Door and Super Mario Bros. 3, got it.
Except more so, because, like, you actually, like, you play as Peach, like, walking into the theater with a Toad who says that they're all so excited to, like, you know, watch the play. Bad guys show up and, like, ruin the productions. Like, they ruin the plays, whatever. And so you have to go in and help make the plays actually happen. Because you're the only one who will actually bother to help. So you go into, like, the first, like, backstage area, and then you wind up going onto the stage where it's like, oh yeah, help us make sure that the play actually works, except it's as if you walk into the world that the play is depicting, and everyone is all like, oh yes, we need to make, you know, we need you to bake us a whole bunch of cookies really, really fast. We have to, come on, chop chop. The people are waiting, but the people that are waiting are not like people in the audience, it's other people on stage who are as if they are the people in this, like, candy world that the person had introduced you to. And it's like, you know, you can just say, hey, audience, terrorists attacked. Hold on a bit. But no, you have to go in and do all this stuff as if the worlds are real. You put on a costume and then you get, like, the powers of the costume. And it's not you filling out the play, because you're still, like, fighting bad guys. But you also have to help make the play actually work. Like I said, you have to, you know, like, bake cookies and stuff for one of them. 100 toads, they can't bake the cookies. They need you to do it.
Okay, I just want to point out, it's very clear that you're describing this thinking that you're explaining why it's bad. This sounds more and more compelling the more you keep going on. So it's just like, it's making me more and more interested in playing it.
This episode brought to you by Princess Peach Showtime, demo available now. I mean, you have a Switch, you can download the demo for free and play it yourself.
I might do that.
But
But the fact that people are complaining about, it doesn't have Mario!
Yep. People are complaining that it doesn't have Mario. For one, I'm complaining because I just don't like the gameplay style. But, like...
Yeah, it's not open world enough for you. I mean, let's be honest. I've noticed that if the game isn't open world, you don't tend to enjoy it.
Rune Factory?
Yeah, you didn't really enjoy the first chapter because you didn't have access to, like, the first few,
I barely had access to anything.
Yeah, but then when you got to the second chapter, hey, now you have access to everything.
And then once I explored everything, I got bored of it again.
Yeah, maybe that's what happens when you restrict yourself to using only one item as a weapon.
I mean... I will say, Rune Factory 4 I played far more than any other Rune Factory game. I have played through it casually, you know. I played through it with, just use whatever I get my hands on to make weapons and upgrade them. I've played it with, okay, try to make the most powerful gear and weapons as I can to blast through. And I played it with watering can only. And for the most part, the watering can only playthrough was the most fun one. There were times when I hit walls and I had to improvise to find ways around them, but for the most part, limiting myself to just the watering can made that game more fun. Because I didn't just blast through it.
I think maybe the mistake that you made with Rune Factory 2... Well, let's put it this way. Have you played Rune Factory 2 before this playthrough?
Oh, no.
I think the reason the watering can only run you found more fun is because it was a challenge on a game that you already knew.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than, hey, I'm going to put this restriction on myself of a game I've played other games in the series, but I've never actually played this one before.
If I hadn't put that restriction on myself, I just did like a casual run of Rune Factory 2, I probably would have been done like 50 episodes ago.
Yes. And then you would have been ready for your watering can only run.
I mean, truth be told, I did Rune Factory 5 I played casually. If I were to play Rune Factory 5 watering can only, I would absolutely try to do some exploit stuff to get a lot of early game money, buy it and then ship out an emery flower early, and then just try to get late tier money making stuff early on.
There
to help
you
with the
go.
stats and stuff.
I think we can both agree, though, you're probably always going to marry Puppy in every run-through you ever do of that game.
I still haven't married her.
Okay, well, when you figure out how to.
I was actually going to go after someone else my next run, but maybe. I don't know. Anyway, what's some of the other games I've been playing? Tevi. Tevi's been fun because there's still, like, more new areas to find.
I mean, it's a Metroidvania, so by its nature, open world.
Oh, God. You missed, like, the last, like, 2 episodes I recorded, but I made so much progress in 2 episodes. Hey, you remember, Hasbin Hotel and, Seraphim?
Sure.
And how, you know, the Seraphims are supposed to be, like, incredibly strong and tough and blah, blah, blah?
And there goes your internet.
What? What happened?
Yeah, you lost internet for a minute there.
Oh, am I streaming again?
Yes. But I mean, it's like the stream froze and you were suddenly not talking.
Well, that was a really weird timing. So it's just like, oh yeah, in Tevi I killed a Seraphim. Well, not killed, but whatever. Beat a Seraphim in battle. It's like, and there goes your internet. And I was all just like, did the Seraphim take out my internet as a warning?
Yes.
Don't stand against us or we'll do more. Don't spread the word that the Seraphims are fallible.
See, no, Claire, here's what it is. They're warning you already that you're a sinner. They're giving you a chance to change your ways. So you don't get taken out in the next purge.
Ah, of course. Yeah, everyone, look forward to upcoming Tevi episodes where I finally get ice elements. And let's just say I've solved one of the jumping problems.
Did you actually get a new ability, or did it turn out that you're just using your jump wrong the whole time?
I got a new ability. Actually,
okay.
I'm trying to remember, because I think from the Tevi that's been uploaded already, one of the extra jumping abilities in particular has been shown. But I think that the latest one, as of recording, hasn't been.
Oh.
It's weird because I'm like 3 or 4 episodes ahead on Tevi as I am in Rune Factory. So I just tend to record Tevi more. And then, of course, Danganronpa. I don't...
Time for a tutorial.
Just, like, in general, I don't tend to do well with visual novel games, because, like, it's basically reading a book.
Yeah.
It's fine when it's short, but if I have to do a second episode of it, nine times out of 10, I don't like it. And that 10th time was Bad End Theater. Which I have to play with you at some point.
You know what? No wonder you don't like point-and-click adventure games. They're basically, like, 80% reading. And then the other half is click on everything until you find out what you're supposed to do.
Yes, 80% reading and the other half clicking.
Yeah. No wonder you don't like it.
The math doesn't add up, of course not. Seriously, Azura, we're going to do Bad End Theater at some point. Maybe tonight if I remember it. To do it. I honestly hope that you like it as much as I do, but I honestly believe that you will at least like it.
Okay.
Played Up was fun when there was still new stuff to be unlocked. Now it's just waiting for, like, new mods to come out that add in new things.
Yeah, Played Up we've gotten down to a science most of the time. Especially with the choice of mods that we usually use. So we can always control the things that we have.
I'm just remembering when we were playing with my brother, and I was using my computer basically just as a controller, watching his screen as I ran around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just, like, trapped in with all this furniture and stuff, and we were just like, ooh, what's the new stuff? we just run outside through the walls, and he's like, okay, I'll stay here.
Aww.
I still remember when the two of us started playing with Ellie before you got the copy of the game, so you were playing, so Ellie was hosting you, and I was on my own copy, and I had the mod that let me walk through walls, and Ellie didn't. So you two were trying to call me out as a cheater.
Yep.
But now Ellie has that mod as well, so...
And of course, who can forget the classic? Ellie, stop making
pizzas! I want that on a sticker. I want someone to animate, like, the two of us as our played-up characters, just standing there next to, like, why did I say animate? Draw, whatever. And then Ellie as her character with, like, you know, a pile of pizzas around her, and her also holding a pizza.
You know what? You're right, we should commission an artist for that.
Yeah, Witch Spring R is a game that I'm still enjoying because there's still new stuff to be found. Crystal Project. I'm trying to get more out of it, but I don't think I quite 100%ed it, but I basically got everything, so all there's left is, like, challenge runs and stuff, and I'm not a fan of turn-based combat. I'll tolerate it in games, and it won't make me not like a game, but I'm not a fan of turn-based combat. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, turn-based combat, and also just dialogue. I got a notification that you sent that message.
Yeah.
And, of course, I thought that you were just sending it as a message to me when it popped up, because, of course, I think that.
Yeah, into the group
and
chat.
So it's like, so Claire and I were talking, and it's like... Had a little bit of an anxiety spike, but it's alright. Tabletop Simulator. Again, good when there's new stuff. I'm sure there are websites that we can play Cards Against Humanity, and we could potentially do Cards Against Remnant. I don't know if they necessarily start a game with only 2 people, but we could try something to make it work. Here's an important question. For next game, because I started this whole channel as incentive to actually finish games that I have started, say, during my childhood and never actually got around to beating. So should I start another whole new game, or should I start recording, like, some PS1 game and try to play through it? Should I try to play through, like, Tarzan or something? Anthromonochrome unicorn.
Yeah.
Why a unicorn?
Why not?
Oh, right, because yeah, I guess that is... that is a channel, huh?
That basically is your thing, yeah.
I am the unicorn. No, not in that way. Speaking of other channel references that I like to make as things to them, I still low-key want to get a soundboard just so I can have a button and just... Perfect. God, what the heck game was that? So, I still want to try to actually make a run of that game work, where you just... First, I need to figure out what the heck game that was, and frankly, I don't know. It's one of those roguelike games, like, open-world roguelike games, so you can, like, level up. Oh, no, I can see what it is, because it's what's new on Steam. Caves of Khud. Open-world roguelike game. I should show you that game as well. That game is pretty neat. You can give your character, like, powers and stuff. One of the powers you can have is to swap your mind into someone else's body. And the starting town has a cat. So one thing I wanted to do was swap my character's mind into the cat's body, and then adventure as a cat. No special powers, very low health, would probably die to everything, but also be a cat. And just see how far the game would let me go as a cat.
Meow.
I remember trying to do that a while back, and I needed to get some RNG set up, like, the right way, and I don't remember what it was I needed RNG for, but I needed some very specific RNG to work to... I don't know if I needed, like, a specific set of armor to spawn, or what it was. But yeah, we should totally do some Caves of Khud together. Bad End Theater, Caves of Khud. Do 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 do. Huh. Shoot. Wait, shoot, hold on. Did I get the thing? Yeah! Logging level 99. I don't have to do this anymore. Woohoo!
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, that's what I said. Woo. Woo woo?
Wee woo, wee woo, all aboard the ambulance.
That's... That's not the right button. No, I didn't. About halfway through. Cool. Let's talk.
Morning.
Let's buy some stuff. I think I need a little bit of green grass. A little bit of blue grass.
Down, 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 down.
So in other somewhat recent news, Magic spoiler season. New spoilers are coming out every day. And in theory, maybe
Okay.
some of the...
I have an important question to ask. Is it ever not Magic spoiler season? Because it feels like every 2 weeks for the past year and a half, you've been telling me about new Magic spoilers.
I mean, yeah, but then the time period, like, between the 2 weeks, there's none. So it's, like...
Yeah, Claire?
Technically, 2
No.
weeks ago one was more of a leak than a spoiler, I think. But now it's actual... It was like a preview, whatever. Like a 1-day preview of some cards that are to come, like, months from now. But after the Fallout set came out a couple weeks ago, now there's previews for the Outlaws. The Outlaw theme set.
Uh-huh.
You know, cowboys and deserts and all that stuff. And Queen Marchesa being a cowboy. In the Wild West. Because she's not busy enough being a queen. Imagine being the type of gamer YouTuber who only ever uploads one game over and over again. Couldn't be me. I have like a repertoire of games. I couldn't choose just one.
Yeah, it's not like you've been uploading various versions of Rune Factory for the past 5 years.
It's only been 3 years.
The point stands.
I mean, I also do other games, not just Rune Factory. I've done probably dozens of other games. Some games I have more fondness for than others. Your Quest 2 was a very memorable and nice game. It was such a nice game they made an anime about it.
Yeah, except it wasn't really about it, but it was just similar in concept.
It was similar in concept, but also similar in some of the mechanics as well, which I find to be really funny. Specifically, the as soon as you build a house, people come in to live in it. God, I would have so much fun with a game that's basically like Your Quest 3. Just a bigger version.
Uh-huh.
Essentially, Rune Factory, but you can also, like, build the town from the ground up. And just have people work on the big communal farm. I think that there was a Harvest Moon game like that at some point. I think one of the ones for the 3DS, where you start off with, like, nothing. But then as you improve the town, people come in and stuff. I think... I remember there's a Harvest Moon game for the 3DS that I really wanted, and I eventually played it, and I think halfway during the first summer, I gave up on it because of a very specific, So in that game, there are, like, quests that the game encourages you to do, and if you do the quests, you unlock more stuff. So it's like, hey, build a chicken coop, and then, okay, now you have the ability to buy chickens. So now you have the quest to, like, buy a chicken. If you do that, then you get access to, like, I don't know, you can plant a certain type of tree or whatever, like, you know, linear progression, and it wants you to keep doing stuff and exploring in the game. Usually, you do one or two of these per in-game day. I think? No. I think it was like one every couple of days you'd wind up doing it. But a very steady pace, keep doing this over and over again. That's basically the thing. You know, fair enough and all that. Except there was one that was like, build a beehive. Alright, not a beehive, you know. A bee... Whatever, a beehive.
A bee farm.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And so I was all like, alright, let's do that. Except in order to build it, you need like 30 honey. So the game, like most Harvest Moon games, has like a wilderness area. And a big part of the early game is going through the wilderness area, picking up all the stuff off the ground, and harvesting from, you know, the plants and trees and stuff. And then selling the items so you can have money to buy stuff. One of the items in the pool of items that you can harvest this way is honey. Sounds perfect, right? Just go harvest some honey for a while, collect 30 of it, then build a thing.
Sure.
You can't get honey in summer. You can get it in spring, you can get it in fall. You're not allowed to get it in summer.
Oh.
Doesn't spawn in summertime. I was halfway through summer. So my options at that point were essentially give up on doing the encouraged quests for would be about a third of my total playtime so far. And I played for, you know, days by that point, real world days. I think each in-game day might have taken like an hour, but probably not an hour. Whatever. You know, I had a decent chunk of playtime put in that. I don't want to just, you know, ignore progressing the game for several hours because I can't get the thing at once. And I don't want to restart the game just to try to, you know, keep a bunch of honey during the springtime, just for that one thing, and be out a nice, fair chunk of money from not selling honeys. So just kind of stop playing instead.
Also, I'm not really the biggest fan of games that, like, with that sort of mechanic where it's just like, oh hey, yeah, there's something you can do some of the time in the game, but if you don't know about it ahead of time, and you're
Yeah.
too late, you have to either wait or just start over. It's
Yeah,
just
and I
like, I'm
think I
sorry.
was going to restart the game and collect the honey. I was going to do all that. But then I found out about an insanely easy exploit you can do in that game. You can make infinite money by, I think, like the middle of spring.
Oh,
So you don't have to ship out any resources ever again.
nice.
And I think I told you about it before. Do you remember what the exploit was? Do you want to guess?
Tell me.
So it starts off, what you have to do is build a barn and buy a cow. I'm pretty sure a sheep would also work, but you get access to cows before you get access to sheep.
Okay.
So once you get the barn and you buy a cow, save the game and reset it. In the main menu of the game, there is an option where you can go online and go to essentially like farm, whatever, online farm mode, whatever it was called, where you get to interact with other people who also are playing the game and are also doing the online farm mode. What you do is you choose a save file that has at least one barn animal, bring the barn animal with you. So there'd be a group of, I think it's groups of four people with their 4 barn animals. Usually it's cows. You get access to a milker, and you can milk all 4 of those cows, and then you can leave. Then if you go into your save file, you have all 4 of those milks.
I see.
But you don't have to go into your save file because it saves automatically. So you go into the online farm, milk all 4 cows. You can brush cows if you want to. You don't have to. Save, then leave. Go back into online farm. Bring your cow in. Milk 4 more cows. Save and leave. And you can just do that as much as you want.
Huh.
Yep. Yeah, there's no limit.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
no, I'll go
broken.
with that. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And again, I'm pretty sure that you can get access to having a cow before the end of the first spring. So you get the cow, save, quit, make, get infinite milks, go back into the game, ship them out. I think there's a person you can directly sell stuff to instead of just shipping it. I don't know, but yeah, make infinite money. And money is I think, a very important limiting factor in that game. So you can make infinite money, get infinite stuff immediately, and then you don't have to worry about shipping things out unless you specifically want shipping completion.
Hmm.
And that's it. Hey, if we're going to turn our content into merch, can we also get a "I'm feeling confident" pin?
I think no matter what that is, it has to be, I feel confident with, like, some impending threat immediately heading towards you just out of sight of, like, your line of vision.
So, well, it's not "I am feeling confident." It's "I'm feeling confident." So it's like
Yeah.
A apostrophe M, or AI apostrophe M. I'm.
It would be A-H apostrophe M. That's how that usually would be spelled.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm feeling confident.
And I'm thinking that the picture would be like a car on like a motorway. And what's implied but not outright stated on the pin is because the pin, like the image is just a limited scale, the road abruptly ends. But of course you don't necessarily notice that right away because it's an image. Of course the image ends.
So,
And that's...
so basically, okay, so here's my thought. It's a perspective, okay, it's as if it's like a photo taken from the perspective of someone sitting in the back seat of a car. You are in the driver's seat. You are turning and facing the camera, giving like a thumbs up and saying, I'm feeling confident, not noticing that you're literally heading towards the edge of a cliff.
Not what I was thinking. I would draw a picture to try to describe what I was thinking, but I am a little bit occupied right now.
Yeah, I noticed. You seem to be occupied killing some moose.
Moo! Come on, I need to take you to the online farm!
Claire. Stop.
I just realized I have my DS right here. Does this have battery?
So what you're saying is you could literally just be playing this on the actual console.
Well, I don't have Rune Factory 2 on cartridge.
What? You don't have a physical copy of the game and you're playing it on video for content?
I'm naughty. I do have Rune Factory 1 around somewhere, though.
Oh, who cares about that? That's not the one you're playing.
I can't reach my 3DS games. Drat. Wait, hold on. Let me put this thing down.
By the way, I thought the line was, I feel confident.
Nope. I'm feeling confident. That's the line I said just before filling that mission in Saints Row. Hold on. I'm doing a bit here. This is a bit. Pulling out my old 3DS. It's got Rune Factory 4 in. Now, which of these games? I think it was this one. Harvest Moon 3D A New Beginning. So it wasn't A Tale of Two Towns. Eject my Rune Factory 4. Hold on, I know the game is stopped on a pause menu, just... I know that none of you can actually see the game that I'm holding and what I'm doing here. Natsume. Hey, you go into the pause menu, new game continue multiplayer. Oh yeah! Wish I could show this. It's my save files. Year 1, Summer 12. Year 1, Spring 9.
Wow, I thought you liked these games, but you've barely touched them. Claire, you've barely touched your save files.
I guess it just goes to show how far it actually was. The Summer 12 one, that had quite a bit of progress on it, okay? And that's when I found out about, like, you know, the beekeeping place thing. Anyway, how's OBS looking like? But you just go into multiplayer. And at some point, it just enables you to do multiplayer. Ooh.
You know, I'm trying to do those lackluster skip again, and I can't figure out how I did it in the first place.
Because he used Paracarry.
Yes, you're right. Paracarry. I don't know why I said lackluster.
God, I'm trying to use this Gumbario skip. On the one hand, it would be really neat to get, was it 3DS to HDMI cord so I could record gameplay on my 3DS. But on the other hand, my 3DS joystick had broken and I used some glue to replace it. So the joystick is like bad.
This literally happened last time I did this.
You immediately got hammered?
I immediately got boots upon doing the paracarry skip.
Congratulations on jumping. Here's a boot.
Huh. Okay then. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. It's just like, wow. I should really be recording this sometimes. Have I done this seed before? No, I haven't. This is definitely a new seed.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you don't record it and then... Yeah, know what you should do? You should get yourself a nice Twitch account, or, you know, you have one. Use your Twitch account and just stream the games. Eventually someone will come by to watch. Oh god, I remember I totally streamed, yeah, Dark Souls 3 is a game that I often claim that I have played, but I don't have any videos of it on my channel, because even though I did stream it,
Did you lose
like, the
internet
VOD
again?
never saved. So I wasn't able to upload it to YouTube.
Claire, your internet died briefly again.
Oh, hi, what's up?
Yeah, you got cut off.
Yes, what's new?
Not in the fun way.
What part did you hear?
I heard you say VOD.
Okay, so yeah,
VOD?
Twitch VODs?
Are you trying to say mods?
VODS, VODs. Twitch VODs. When someone does a stream on Twitch, like, the video file, like, the stream gets saved onto Twitch, and it's known as a VOD.
Oh. Okay.
Like, video on demand, I guess? So when I played through most of Dark Souls 3 on stream, and I wanted to just take those VODs and, like, put them up on YouTube, I couldn't because they didn't actually save on Twitch for whatever reason.
Oh.
And because I was relying on those, I wasn't also recording from the stream. So, even though I have played most of Dark Souls 3, I don't think that I have it on my YouTube channel.
Oh. See, this is why you should basically, if you're already going to be using OBS, you may as well just have it record.
Yeah, I think that there was a thing at that time when I didn't have good recording settings. So if I tried to record, there were like a ton of like frame drop issues, but if I streamed, it was fine.
Ah.
Yeah, don't have any Dark Souls on YouTube, but I have played most of Dark Souls 3. If I try to play it again, I probably won't try to play it again. It's an okay game,
Never gonna try
just
playing it.
meh. What's up?
I'm never gonna try playing it.
I mean, that's fair. Dark Souls isn't for everybody. Like, I do like the idea of, you know, open path game where you can go and make different choices and stuff. But the whole idea of Dark Souls of, oh yeah, every fight is supposed to be a boss fight, is... I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of playing games where the purpose is for them to just be outrageously difficult. That's why I play Rune Factory with just a watering can.